Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty making from Naio Nails. In this video I'm going to show you how to create a nail and make it look like it has diamond facets. It's going to be fiddly, but we're going to do it. So I'm going to work on a tip. I have Bermuda Bay, which is a gorgeous blue with a nice shimmer. And then we've got Infinity Lagoon, which is another blue with a shimmer. It's a slightly different shade. And then we are going to add some of Infinity Horizon. I think I feel like a bit of blue at the minute. Just a bit. Alright, and scrap the Infinity Horizon. I've just found another one that I like better. Because it's got shimmer in. It's new.
Celestial Nights.
Celestial Nights. Not Arabian Nights. What's Celestial Nights? Come on, Adam, educate.
Celestial?
Yeah.
Celestial's like in the stars.
In the stars.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to use it thin. So what we're going to do is sort of create a little bit of a diagonal ombre. So now we're going to go into this. Oh my god, look at that, it's so nice. Oh my god, I love this colour. This is
The middle one.
Infinity Lagoon. Look at that. That is so nice. Why do I not use this more often? So you see I'm doing it quite wet because I want everything nice and thin. And then we're going to go with the lighter colour here, which is Bermuda Bay. Again, nice and thin. So you just want to make those colours transition from one to another, nice and softly. Then we're going to use crystal clear and we're going to encapsulate. And we're going to build some height to this nail. Because we are going to create facets, we want a little bit of height on the nail. So your colour just comes from that thin application of the coloured acrylic and then create the height with the clear. So you want to have a little bit of depth, so it's like you can see through the nail. We've tried this doing it a little bit thinner and it just doesn't quite work the same. You definitely need a little bit of height. I'm just going to smooth over. Because I'm using high speed, it'll still mould for a while. I need just one last bead here. And maybe a bit more here. So if you're doing this on a real person, you've got to sort of make that client aware that this nail will be higher and it'll be a bit thicker than the rest of the nails, unless you do a full set like this. Now we're going to let that dry now. So we're going to file this now. I'm not going to take off all the bulk. I'm just going to smooth it because we need that bulk. And all of you that are sat there going, oh my God, that nail is so ugly. It's so thick and ugly. It will not be ugly by the end of it. There's a reason for the thickness. Wipe over with acetone, that'll get it a lot smoother. And because of the depth, it kind of looks like you're looking into the bottom of the ocean. Do you know, when I was on the cruise and I went to St. Martin's, the sand on the beach in St. Martin's is very, very pale. And if you pick it up, you can just see loads of cracked shells. It's like chunky, like cracked. You can just see all these cracked shells. It's really beautiful. And the sea was like crystal clear. Not like, you know, in England.
All right, okay. I need a holiday.
Yeah, you do. So this is what we're going to use, but we're going to set that aside for a moment. Now I do feel like I'm on Blue Peter. However, I don't have one that I did earlier. So what we're going to do is use a sculpting form. You will need a craft knife for this and something to cut onto while we have this gorgeous mat that I'm now going to score into, and Adam will shout at me.
It's about a spare one, isn't it?
But what you can do is, see how you can see the form, the shape of the form from the other side. What you can do is get a pencil. So we have a kind of look at the size of this nail. And what we're going to do is just roughly going to sketch out the shapes that I'm going to cut out of the sculpting form. Because we can see where the sculpting form is, we know where we can draw and where we can cut. It's all about having these nice angles. That's what we need. Okay, so now you're going to take your blade and cut out just cut your shape out. So once you've cut your shapes out, you're going to get them out ready. I told you this was going to be fiddly. And the side that you're going to use is the actual sculpting form side. I just need to score that a little bit. So it's easier to lay down everything in its right order.
Wouldn't it be easy to use a pair of scissors for that?
You could use a pair of scissors. I just like using craft knives. I don't know if you could use a pair of scissors, you know.
Why?
Because how would you get it into all those places?
What do you mean?
Well, how would you get into here, like that?
Just cut in from the side?
I don't think that would work.
Why?
I don't anyway. Since when have I been right?
You just go in from the side of the thing and then...
Well, I think you should show us how.
So if you wanted to do that, wouldn't you just cut in like this?
What about the outside bits though?
Well, you just got to be careful.
Yeah, so I was thinking you'd end up cutting them.
No. It would still have the backing paper on, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it does. It is better. It's better when the backing paper is still on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about the other little fiddly bits though, Adam?
Well, I would draw them as well. I didn't draw on that bit.
No, you didn't on that bit, okay. I just sorry, it's just so attached. Oh God, I can't. It's too little. I know. Have your bloody scissors back. Oh, because that wasn't stressful. I just needed the backing paper to stay on, and then it would have all been great.
Like this?
Yeah, but you're going to cut it too big.
You mean? Well, I'm not cutting it into the exact shapes like you are, because I couldn't draw them. What I was saying was, you're not like going to cut into it, like.
Shut up now.
You're not going to mess them up.
Shut up.
Newfangled tools.
Right, what we're going to do now is, this is the tricky bit. Not going to lie, it's a bit stressful.
I thought the cutting of them was the tricky bit.
No, this is even more tricky. The last thing I need to do before is just make a flat spot here. I want to show you like this so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So you look at the side, we're going to make a flat area. So when I've wiped over this now, can you see that little flat spot? You can just see the flow of light. And that's quite important. Now we're going to top coat. Don't be too sparing with your top coat. You need a decent amount of top coat on, but not too much so it runs everywhere. Place it down. Make sure it's really sat nice and flat. And you're going to get your other pieces. I am going to hold those two corners there. So we have another tricky bit now. I need to peel off the forms, which I guarantee will not come off in one piece. It's like binding the edge of the sellotape. It's like when you get a new pair of shoes and they come with a label on, the sticker on the bottom, and you try to get it off and you're trying to get the good part, because you know if you get that part it'll just, you get the good bit, the tiny bit that's lifted, because you know once you pull that bit it'll just come off like that. That's what you've got to find. But once you get it, it's like quite satisfying actually. And you can see what's happening. We're revealing this diamond shape. Come off, you please.
Oh, I feel sorry for you.
Oh my god, 4 attempts later it actually worked.
It looks somewhat like... I don't know how to explain it.
Like glass or something, or...
Yeah, but... I'm sure it's from a science fiction show, I know.
Probably is.
It does, it looks like something out of a sci-fi.
Kryptonite.
Kryptonite, oh, that's green, isn't it?
I know, but it's got facets on, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does, you're right.
The whole reason we're doing this video is because somebody sent me a picture, an anonymous person, and said, how the hell do we create this nail? So I've sat here for almost 2 hours figuring out how to make this nail.
There's nearly been tears.
Just for you guys, just so you can do it, because they don't know how this nail's done. So I've sat, looked at the pictures, figured it out, and this is what I've done. This might not even be how this other person's done it, but I'm telling you now, this works, man. Have a go. It's fun. However, I have nearly slat it through the window a lot of times because I'm not going to lie, it is a little bit fiddly. But the triumphantness that I feel right now is pretty awesome, and it was definitely worth it. I am going to finish off with some bling, obviously. If anybody knows the person who did this nail, you need to let them know that I've recreated it, and we will mention them. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know if they did it the same as me, but I love that. So it's created all the facets, putting that into the top coat, cutting up those pieces of sculpting foam and putting them into the top coat, pressing them in, has given us all of those nice facets. We have a nail that's like a diamond.
It's like cut glass.
Yeah. It's like a crystal glass with
on an ocean of glittery.
Yeah. Or like a cocktail in a fancy glass. Crystal cut glass with like one of them blue cocktails.
Want them blue ones?
Oh, them blue ones. I don't know what they have in them. Them blue ones.
Blue Curacao.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But you can see why we need the depth as well, because you can sort of, you've got like the depth like you do on a diamond. You have that depth, and that's what you need. There you are, guys. Hope you've enjoyed that video, because oh my god, that was hard work. But I hope it's helped you to recreate this design. Recreate it. Hashtag us. I want to see everybody's recreations. I want to see how frustrating it was for you too. Everything I've used today will be listed below. Don't forget to check us out in the next video. See you later. Bye bye.